whatever happened to self-expression just for the sake of self-expression and not for the sake of like proving things to other people? And I'm not saying this based off of like an initial judgment based on somebody else's appearance, because you honestly cannot tell just by looking at somebody. But I've had many interactions with people that do kind of have this like really expressive sense of self from a like an external standpoint, and then I have conversations with them and I'm just like, you do not know who you are at all. And it's almost this thing of like external, like they focus on who they are externally, how they look externally, because that's what everybody else in the world sees them, right? Perceives them, judges them based on the external. But none of them seem to go internal and take a look at that, because nobody sees that, right? So what's the point in tapping into the internal? You know, what's the point if nobody's going to see that and judge me based on that? Because we all, as a society, collectively, majority of us care about how we're perceived externally. Internally, it only matters to us. But so many people don't even want to tap into that. Because first of all, why does it matter if I only care about how other people perceive me? Second of all, I'm too scared, because everybody knows what kind of shit they hold within themselves. They know, deep down everybody knows, but they just don't want to touch it. They don't want to tap into it. They're like, what's the point? It's too scary, it's too frightening, I'd rather not deal with it. But the voices, they still linger. Like, it's not like it just like goes away and you don't deal with it. It suppresses, and you can suppress it with alcohol, with drugs, with sex, relationships, fake friendships, career. Like, there's so many things you could suppress it with, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be there lingering. And it's just a matter of like how much more you suppress and suppress and suppress until one day you implode. Because it's kind of inevitable for everybody, until, except for the situation in which you successfully suppress to the point of like death. And in that case, it's like, all right, well then obviously you're dead. But yeah, it's just crazy to me that people really rather care about the external more than the internal. And then you can just see when people are like so self-expressive to the point where I'm just looking at them thinking, you put so much effort and energy into your external appearance. I'm really curious to see and to know whether or not you put the exact same or even half of that energy into the internal, because half of the time that's not the case. And I know this based on having met a lot of people that are externally very self-expressive, and having had conversations with these people, and then realizing very quickly they do not put any energy and attention into their internal. And then I'm just like, all right, well, nothing for me to